Today, one of my most anticipated bourbons of 2025 is here. I am talking about, of course, Knob Creek 21. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, welcome back to Brad's Bourbon Reviews. I'm Brad, and today we're talking about a bottle that I have been just so excited to get my hands on finally, and I actually got two of these. So friend and patron Betsy was kind enough to find one of these for me after a Patreon video or a live stream or something where I said that I really wanted one, and she found one for me, but she found two of them and gifted one to me as a wedding present. So Betsy, thank you so much. I appreciate it very much. It means a lot to me, and we're going to do a review of it. So, full disclosure, I have had this quite a bit already. We opened it the night she came and dropped it off to me because she's been a friend for a while. I also took this bottle with me when we went to go do our Star Wars podcast, Jedi Talk, and we had some special guests on there this week. And I'll be honest, before we even get into this, everyone loved it. I think I'm the one that liked it the least, but we're going to get into this here and kind of give it a proper review. So, the first time I had it, the night we opened it, I didn't love it. And I don't know if it just opened up in like the week after that or the few days after that, but I really liked it a lot the next time I tried it. And I haven't tried it again since then, but I'm very curious to see how I feel about it today because I have not had really anything to drink in the last week or so. I was really hoping for good things with this because 21 year is a very high age statement for bourbon. Not a lot of bourbons go that high. After you get past like 15 years, there is like the law of diminishing returns here. With bourbon, it's not like Scotch because bourbon is, aged in new oak barrels versus pre-used barrels. There's a big difference in what you can extract from the wood. So a 21-year-old bourbon and a bourbon that I really love in Knob Creek is kind of interesting because I own the 12. I don't own one right this second, but I've had the 9, I've had the 12, I've had the 15, I've had the 18. I don't own an 18, and now I've had the 21. And I'm excited to give this a proper review and give you guys my thoughts. Let's give it a nosing and let's see how we feel. It smells like an oak bomb, but it's not an unpleasant oak. It's in between sweet oak and harsh, dense oak. The nose is absolutely fantastic. There's a little bit of like some sweet fruit on the back there. It smells like cherry. Knob Creek generally has like a pretty distinct cherry note for me, I am picking that up here today on this 21. The color on that is just gorgeous. I know it's hard to tell because of the color correction and stuff, but you can kind of see it. Even though it's out of focus, you can kind of see how dark it is. I absolutely adore the nose. There's nothing I would change on it. There is a little bit of vanilla on there too, so it adds like an even, more subtle layer of sweetness. If we were rating noses, this is like a 9.5 out of 10. This nose is absolutely incredible. Let's give it a mouthing and let's see how we feel. It's not as sweet on the palate as it is on the nose. It comes off a lot sweeter on the nose. It's pretty oaky. If you don't like oaky stuff, I would stay away from this. If you are one of the ones that think Elijah Craig 18 is too oaky or the Knob Creek 18 is too oaky, this is probably going to be one step too far for you. The people that I shared this with are big Scotch people, and they all really liked it. And I don't know if that's because they just like that like denser, less sweet, drying, or if it's just one of those weird things that, you like something that you don't typically like. This is a really oaky bourbon. And I think had they released this at a higher proof, like some people were going, watering it down to 100 is going to make it less interesting. It doesn't. I think this proof point actually really works for this one because I think if it was a higher proof, even like 110, 120, I think it might be a little too oaky and a little too acrid. It's also like a lemon note, and I think that's just like the acidity and the acrid note that I'm getting. But it's like sour citrus. It's so weird going back from the palate to the nose. The nose is so much more sweet and like interesting than the palate is. The palate's kind of simple. It's a little acrid. It's a little oaky. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Man, I was really hoping this one could be like a bottle of the year contender, and it's definitely not that good to me. I really want to like it more than I do. Ah, man, it's upsetting. It's upsetting because like I really wanted this to be like the standout of the Knob Creek lineup, and I think it just kind of fits in. I think I probably like the 15 better. I think I probably like the 18 better. I think I like the 12 better. I think this is it's definitely in my opinion not as good as those. Maybe better than the 15, but I don't think it's better than the 18. The 18's really solid and like kind of the sweet spot. I think they went one step too far here. I would actually be curious to try it at a higher proof. I don't think it would be better at a higher proof, but I think it would be interesting to try it. What would I give this on a scale of 1 to 10? The problem with this, man, the nose is like so perfect. The nose is like literally perfect. That has to bring the score up a little bit because the nose is literally exactly perfect. Here's how much I like the nose versus the palate. If I was rating them individually, I would give the nose like a 9.5 and I would give the palate like a 7.6. So I have to kind of adjust that scale because it is part of the bourbon is that it's a good nose. I'm going to take one more sip and kind of give my thoughts here. The mouthfeel is fantastic and the finish goes on for a long time. It's an interesting like mesquite char taste that I just got, almost like a barbecue note, but not sweet. I think for this one, I'm going to give it a 7.6, which is still a decent score. And if honestly the nose wasn't as good as it is, it wouldn't be rated that high. I'd probably rate it like a 7.1. I was really hoping for a little bit more than this. If you really want to go balls to the wall, maybe do a Knob Creek 21 year barrel proof. I think that would be very interesting to see how that lines up. I'm going to come back to this at some point because I think this might be one of those that opens up after a while. Definitely interesting, but I think it's a little too much. Comment down below. Let me know if you have tried Knob Creek 21 this year, what you think about it. While you're down there, make sure you leave a like and subscribe because we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers and I would love to get there by the end of 2025. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, cheers. A big thank you to all the Patreon supporters you see on screen right now.